Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Pramudia Nandana Prayoga Utama, and I'm as the representative of the Group 6 Chemical Equipment Design will present you about the cell and tube heat exchanger. Here our friends is Ajeng, Faizul, Dwinanda, and Kalpan. The next is heat exchanger is a device used to transfer heat between two or more fluids. There are several types of heat exchangers such as a double pipe, cell and tube, and blade. And here we choose the cell and tube because it is more widespread and commonly used heat exchanger in the industry. And our conclusion, we choose that the 2-4 cell and tube heat exchanger model and triangular pitch layout and the design we choose is satisfactory for the workload given on the case and therefore may be applied in use. Cell and tube heat exchanger provide a large heat transfer are both economically and practically. The tubes are placed in a bundle and the end of the tube are mounted in the tube seat. The tube bundle is enclosed in a cylindrical cell through which the second fluid flows. And the tube seats are usually non-ferrous, non-ferrous casting in which the holes are for inserting in the tube and have been drilled and rimmed before assembly. Baffle can be employed to both control the flow and the fluid outside the tube and provide turbulence. And here I show you about the STHE diagram process. And here we know that the inlet of hot fluids that come in the through the tube and the inlet of cold fluid come in the cell.
I'm Ajeng from Group 6. For the methodology, we can use these steps from step 1 until step 11. This is for our case study, the production of gasoline with rate 33,620 pounds per hour of 56 degree API gasoline is cooled from 300 Fahrenheit to 100 Fahrenheit using water entering from 50 Fahrenheit and exit in 130 Fahrenheit. The heat exchanger being used is 1 inch outside diameter, PWG 18, and length 16 feet that arranged in triangle shape with pitch size 1¼ inch. If the space of each baffle is 5 inch and the distance against the pipe outside wall is 0.25 inch and the pressure drop of the flow is 15 psi, in order to meet the requirement of the company, assume that the dirt factor is 0.001 joule square Fahrenheit per BTU. So from the case study, we can collect the data. This is the data from the case, and this is the data that obtained from the graphs. So we can do the calculation in the next slide.
Hello everyone, I'm Faisal from Group 6 will explain about the data and explanation. After we obtain the fluid properties of water and gasoline, we can proceed to calculate the heat balance to determine the mass rate of water. But we need to determine Q first using M times by Cp times by delta T. Then we get Q is 3,832,680 BTU per hour. We know that the energy of hot fluid equal to energy of cold fluid. So we can determine the mass rate of water, Q divided with Cp times by delta T. Then we get M is 37,908.5 pounds per hour. After that, we calculate the difference of temperature of each liquid. Then we get delta T. Delta T2 minus by delta T1 is 120 degree Fahrenheit. After that, we can determine the delta T LMTT and get 98.057 degree Fahrenheit. After getting the LMTT, we need to get the FT from figure 18 until 23. To get FT, we need to determine R and S first. And we get R is 2.5 and S is 0.32. We get FT from figure 19 because it is suitable with our case. Then we get FT is 0.93. And from this figure, we also get the passes of cell and tube and we get 2 passes for cell and 4 passes per tube. After that, we calculate the delta T and get the delta T is 91.193 degree Fahrenheit. Next, we calculating the caloric temperature. But first, we need to determine the delta Tc divided by delta Th to get the KC and FC value from the figure. We get the delta TC per delta TH is 0.29412, and from the figure we get KC is 0.11 and FC is 0.38. After that, we can calculate the color temperature of each liquid, and for hot liquid, we get the TC is 176 degree Fahrenheit, and for cold fluid is 80.4 degree Fahrenheit. From the case, we get the tube data like shown on table. To complete the data, we will be using the table 10. And from the table 10, we know that our BWG is 18 and determine the surface offset area is 0.05533 feet square, and the flow area is 0.0218 feet, and for the tube inner diameter is 0.0752 feet. Next is finding the cell diameter and completing the cell data. First, we need to determine the A, and get the A is 560.38. Then the value of UD can be taken from trial data in table A. Our fluid, which is gasoline, can determine it as like organics because the viscosity is less than 0.5. And we use the color table because our gas need to cooling down the hot fluid. After doing some trial with range from 75 until 150, we decided to use the UD is 75 because it is suitable with our case. Then we calculate NG and get the number of tube is 657.72. Because our number of tube is not available in the table 9, we need to standardization it and get the closest value is 664. From this table, we also can determine the shell inner diameter, which is 37 inch. Okay, from the case, we know that the cell data is shown on the table. Then we can calculate the UD correction and get the value of UD correction is 74.29.
Hi, I'm Calvin from 6 to continue Faisal work, and after getting the UD correction, we will proceed to calculate the heat coefficient for tube and the cell side in order to get the clean overall coefficient and the dirt factor. First, we need to calculate the Reynolds number. From the calculation using the equation, we get the value of Reynolds number for the tube side is 6,163.356, and for the cell side, Reynolds number is 37,370.969. Next, after getting the value of the Reynolds number, we can proceed to estimate the G factor. With the Reynolds number and the LD that we get from the calculation, from the figure that's shown, we can get the G factor is 25. And for this is for the tube side. And then for the cell side, to estimate the G factor using the Reynolds number from the figure 28, we get the G factor is 125. And next we will calculate the C viscosity divided by the key, and we get the value is 1.7585. And for the cell side is 1.8582. And next we will calculate the heat transfer coefficient. But due to the viscosity are lower than 1, so the flux equal 1. And so we will calculate the heat transfer coefficient from the for the two side. We get, using the calculation, we get 187.8. And for the cell side, we get the heat transfer coefficient is 144.5. Next, to calculate the clean overall coefficient, or we known as UC, and the dirt factor is RD, that to check that our trial for UD is acceptable. So we get that UC is about 81.667 BTU per hour feet square Fahrenheit. And for the RD, we get is about 0.000122 BTU. And after get the RD, we need to evaluate the value, so we know that it is acceptable or not. And we get about the error is about 0.022%. So that is acceptable. We know that the RD calculation is almost the same with the RD required, so the design is great and it's acceptable. Then we can proceed to calculate the pressure drop to see if it meets the requirement.
And now we will calculate the total pressure drops on both sides. Where on the shell side it is 11.7422 psi and is under 15 psi, which is acceptable. And then for the tube side, the total pressure drop is 0.0491 psi, which is under 15 psi and acceptable. Therefore, based on the calculation that meets the requirement on the case, and therefore the design may be applied for the workload given on the case. In conclusion, the design we choose is the two shell for tube shell and tube heat exchanger with triangular pitch layout. The calculation and the designs that we propose has dirt factor of 0.00122, where on the case given, the dirt factor assumed to be 0.001. And since the difference is so little and can be negligible, therefore the design is great and acceptable. The total pressure drop of 0.00491 psi on the tube side and total pressure drops of 11.7422 psi on the shell side, which under the allowable total pressure drops of 15 psi. Therefore, based on this calculation we have done, the design we choose is satisfactory for the workload given on the case and may be applied in use. The summary of our proposed design is 2 shell passes and 4 tube passes with 664 PWG 18 tubes, 60 feet long with 1 inch outside diameter and 0.9 inch inside diameter with triangular pitch 0.1382 feet. Heat transfer area is 560.38 feet square. The shell inside diameter is 3.083 feet and the bifold spacing is 5 inches with 0.25 inch cut. The overall coefficient estimated as 81.667 on when it's clean and 74.29 when it's dirty. The third or fouling factor is 0.001 on the tube side and 0.001 on the shell side as well. The total pressure drop is on the tube side 0.0491 psi and the shell side is 11.7422. That's our presentation from Group 6 about shell and tube heat exchanger. Thank you so much for your attention and see you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.